Good morning. Happy Friday. Hope everyone's having a great morning so far. I am flat. I have not taken any trades. I've only had one setup so far, and that was this sell right here. But it took profit before hitting my entry. It's just pullback divergence to my middle level is right there, my middle half trend. That's really it. We were consolidating between zones for the majority of the morning, and then we finally had the breakout around here once we kind of broke through the overnight low. So I've just been sitting on my hands being patient. Just waiting. Good morning, Trenches. How are you this morning? How's your trading so far? What? Am I still in a I'm still in a trade, bro. This is so annoying. And my charts are frozen. Like, what the fuck? That is so annoying. I should have ended up breaking even on both trades. I don't understand. I might have to make my PA that's probably what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to make the PA the leader because that's gonna drive me crazy. I kind of chanced it on that trade, honestly. Y'all know normally I don't take trades going back towards, like, even though this is a sell rotation level, because there was way more volume in this swing than the previous one, that lets me know that the buyers are taking control. But I've been seeing lately that trade would still work out, so I went ahead and chanced it, and obviously it lost. It broke even on my leader account, but it lost on the follower, which was the PA. So I'm gonna just stop taking it. It's working out sometimes, but then obviously it's not working out consistently enough for me to continue doing it. So we're just not gonna do it, and it's that simple. It's that simple, because that's really the only variable that would make that trade lose. I think I can do it if price is at one of my half trends, but not the zone. But we'll see. Good morning, Mario. How are you? Basically break even. You done with this week? I feel you. I don't know why the P&L is not showing. Oh, duh. Where's the... All right, there you go. So yeah, that was definitely a chance to trade, and I'm not gonna do it anymore. It's no big deal. Sometimes it's hard, like when you see certain things that you didn't used to trade, but it starts working out from time to time, you're like, ooh, I think I need to be okay with it. No, you were fine. 13. Like, nope, there's a reason why it was the way that it was. So I'm just gonna keep at it the way that I was doing it before. It's no biggie though. I'm not mad about it. I only took it because it's been working out sometimes, so all good. Yeah, this week has just been a doozy. I was basically break even on the PA for the week before I took that trade, so it's no biggie, it's cool. But I am up 115 in the leader, in the leader account, which is the eval. I'm up 115 for the week, so whatever. My only goal on the PA is to get to payout by the end of by the 10th. So I have more than enough, not the 10th, the 4th. So I have more than enough trading days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 8 trading days, not including today. So I'm just going to keep at the $200 a day goal, and hopefully I hit it. If not, even if I hit it a couple of days after and I just sit on it until the 15th, I'll do that as well. It's no big deal. I just want to get to the payout so I can leave this account alone and start trading the Top Step Rhythmic account. Because literally the market not giving me as many opportunities as I'm used to is what's preventing me from being able to trade the Top Step account, because I have to reach payout in the Apex Rhythmic account so I can get rid of it. So that I could just trade the Apex Trade Evade account simultaneously with the Top Step Rhythmic account. And so obviously my priority is always going to be to trade the account I can actually make money off of first. And that's what's but that's going to hold me back from being able to trade over there. So I'm just ready to get to payout so I can just leave this account alone. I'm over it. Good morning, Janelle. How are you this morning? Bloody, bloody, bloody. Crude oil not treating you right this morning. Or are you saying because the market dropped a little bit? So yeah, this trade here and this trade here were my only 2 trades today. That one took profit before I hit my entry. This one was a chance trade, and we're not chancing that ever again anymore. I've learned my lesson. Yes, it's been working recently from time to time, but it's probably been working more on the days where I have more trades. So on the days like today where there's not a lot of trades, well, can't chance it. And that's why having a specific rule set has been so important, because on days where I have 15 setups, well, if it works on the days I have 15 setups, but it doesn't work on the days I have 5, well, I got to make sure it's going to happen on the days that I only have 5, because we need enough trades to cover losses, So it's all good. I'm not bothered any capacity. I really want to see us trade below this upside pressure line, turn it into resistance for real, It's crazy because earlier we were almost trading at the session highs, weren't we? Yeah, we were almost trading at the session highs earlier. We didn't break it, and now we're almost at the session lows. So that lets you know how choppy today is, because we don't normally trade at both in a day. You know what I mean? We kind of, earlier, we basically did this where we kind of stopped a little bit short and we just started heading down. And now we're stopping a little bit short again. But let's see if we actually go ahead and break through, which it looks like it is. But it is Friday, so counter trend divergence, I cannot take, well, if it's the regular, no. Any counter trend divergence at the new lows or highs, if we decide to go back the other way, I cannot take. And then also any regular counter trend divergence that's not at a new lower high, if there's more swing in the if there's more volume in the last swing before my entry up, obviously if we're in a downtrend, and then vice versa for the sell in an uptrend, if there's more volume in that last swing than the previous one in the same direction, I can't take those trades on Fridays, because Fridays are typically just too trendy. I mean, today we're not that trendy, but it's just, historically speaking, on Fridays, those two variables for counter trend divergence I can't take. Y'all, I did my nails on like maybe Monday. I don't know what it is about dip powder. My nails crack every time. This one is like super cracked, and then I just have like these small cracks in my nails. This is why I don't do them. This is precisely why I don't do them. All right, 37. Nope, no trade. I didn't want to take this trade because we were so close to that red level, which when it's part of a zone, I always break even there. This one wasn't part of a zone, but you could see as soon as we hit it, we like spiked up and then pushed back down. So I just don't really chance those. It's no point. I'll record it still, but good morning, new trader. How are you this morning? How's your session going? But yeah, if that red line wasn't there, I would have definitely taken that trade. But anytime I'm near a break-even level, I don't even want to do it. And that one was literally like maybe 7 ticks from it. So I didn't want to chance it. I am this weekend going to, if I have free time, which I should, I'm going to look at incorporating the first touches of the rotation levels, um, as long as it wicks off. So it's a sell rotation level, but it's considered an uptrend or attempting an uptrend if we are not trading below the level. So when we come off the opposite side and we wick off of it, those trades happen so often, you guys. Like I told y'all a couple days ago, I could literally only trade that and have enough trades for the day. So I feel like incorporating that could be quite useful, because there are times where like it might invalidate my trade and things like that. So if I can figure out how to just take those, that would be an extra setup for me. And it wouldn't be anything that's like difficult to remember, because I'm pretty sure the order flow in that entry bar is probably pretty consistent across the wins. So I'm gonna look at that this weekend, because I was just telling my friend that this is gonna be like the first free weekend in probably 9 months, like ever since I started developing the strategy, because I literally don't have anything to like do any major studying for. The only studying that I've even had to do this week was like once I journal the trades that I take and the trades that I didn't take, if there was any trades or setups, if there were any trades where it resulted in a loss and it was based on my actual rules. Because there are times where, like, let's say I'm going back through and I'm journaling trades that I didn't take. If there's any trade that doesn't follow my rules, but it looks like it wins, number one, and it looks like it could be something that I'm being too restrictive of for that particular setup, I'll still record that. And I try to make sure that every time I see that setup, I record it. That way I can see if at some point, like, maybe I need to stop being so restrictive on a certain setup or whatever. But aside from that, and that does not take me long to do. So yeah, if I have a loss for the day on any trade that I take or did not take, I'll just look at it. Hey, is this something that's preventable? No. Cool. Yes. All right. Let's modify that setup's rules. And that's literally it. So this weekend, I don't have to do anything at all. There's no back testing. There's no nothing. So I would prefer instead to spend this weekend looking at these particular trades, because I think that they can be helpful in getting me additional setups. So why not? So we'll see. When I get my rules and pan dealer. Ooh, are you still in the trade? And what made you go against your rules? Were you being impatient? Or like, was it a conscious going against your rules? Or was it like me, where that was kind of going against my rules, but kind of not at the same time? I've been like thinking about not having that as a rule anymore, because I've been seeing it work out from time to time. But after the loss today, I'm like, no, let's just go back to what we know. Don't trade it. Just do not. But like I said, I think that if I take those trades at my half trends and it does that, it's totally different than me taking it at the zone. So I might still look into being able to do it at one of the half trends, but it was not at the half trend when I took it today. See if we can break through the upside pressure line, which we did not just now. It'll have trend just changed back to a downtrend with the other two to match. But we got stuck there, so let's see what happens. If I can at least just get back to break even on the PA today, I would be happy with that. So if I get back to break even, then I'll pretty much be a little break even for the entire week. I'll be like a little bit in profit going into week 2 on it. But overall, not a bad week this week. That's a buy rotation level there. Alright, so we decided to break up instead. We didn't want to break the lows of the session. Let's see what price does, because all day today, almost as soon as we change biases, we use that zone to head back in the other direction. It's been pretty, it's definitely been a range day for sure. Sorry guys, I don't know why I'm so sleepy. I woke up with so much energy. Maybe it's because the market's so fucking boring. I want to see us break up towards the overnight low. Or not. Let me go ahead and draw the zone, because who knows, we could just be heading right back down. Like legit, Besides when we finally broke down here. Oh, interesting. The zone that I just drew is based off of, look how many touches we had earlier. Whoops, I accidentally moved it. But yeah, besides when we broke down finally here, I mean, no, not here. It was here when we finally broke down there. Besides that, we were literally just chopping between two zones. The bottom was like around here. We would break through just a little bit and come right back and hit the top zone. Finally broke down here. And it's just been kind of like a chop fest since. Being impatient, still holding. Pissed because I'm in a PAE. Hopefully it works out for you. Does the does market structure show it could possibly come back though? And do you have a stop out point? It's so easy to be impatient in like markets that aren't the most favorable for your strategy at the time, and it's like sometimes you'll start interpreting the market different, and it's like, no, the market is what the market is, and you just have to sit on your hands. But we've been doing a pretty good job of sitting on our hands. All of us have, so. You're going to have to learn from the trade you're in, and I'm going to have to learn from mine too. Just sit on your hands longer. Because besides that trade, and the one that took profit before it hit my entry, I haven't had any setups at all. At all. So I would basically be one trade in, which wasn't even a trade I could take, like an hour into the session, which is crazy. We keep trying to come and break through, but we've rejected twice at this point. Okay, getting a little breakthrough, but we started with a double top here, so almost every setup I have I can't take if we start with a double top. So sorry, I was just in deep thought. should have taken the day off. Yeah, nothing for you to do too. Yeah, today has just been really wacky. We're just so used to Fridays being like days where the market is just going and going and going, and today is like, oh, nothing. All right, maybe since we're starting to finally break through on the downside, I might get something. Oh yeah, we did break the low earlier, like 9:12. I forgot we did break it for like a half a second. So we just broke the 9:12 low. You should have took the whole week off, Trenches. Not the whole week. Hopefully next week it'll be a lot better since rollover has happened. Hopefully, we'll see. Because like Monday was just kind of a doozy a little bit because the volume was like literally, I think I wrote down that it was 53-47 or something, like the split. It was pretty close to 50-50, and it's like, bro, really? Then we had FOMC this week, right? Yeah, on Wednesday. So it was just, I think, too much going on this week. So hopefully next week will bring us the market that we like. Hopefully. Did y'all see that every single member of the board of 23andMe, the DNA company, just resigned? That's pretty interesting. Wait, what level was... Oh, that, okay. Are we gonna break down or not? Again, one, well, that's, we just changed to a downtrend there. So before then we had 1, 2, 3 touches of that zone, technically 4 if you count that one back there. So it's not surprising that price is rejecting here. It's not surprising at all. I could almost use the Renkos just to draw the change zones and trade on a 15-second chart and just trade the ranges. Trade the supply and demand. Draw me a good little trend line, take the break. That's all you gotta do. Draw the trend line there, take the break. That's what I used to do. That's how I used to trade. That zone's up there, draw the trend line up. It'll be like that. Take the break. You got a little bit of drawdown, and then it just goes. Turning around down 120. Good, good. Are you gonna get out at break even, or are you gonna try to hold it? Seems like a liquidity grab for a move higher, but I'm not seeing the market clear, so I'm sitting out. Understood. Yeah, don't make it a bad day if it doesn't have to be a bad day. Just do not. Now look, we're going, this is where the market changed to an uptrend back here somewhere. Probably here, because I think we had an immediate rejection when it happens. And now we're pushing right on back up there. There we go. Push through. I'll pull it down to where it actually is. I just want something that's tradable. That's all I'm asking for. All right, and we're rejecting again. What a weird market for a Friday. So the previous attempt down, the zone was a little higher than this one is being drawn. So it was here to here, but the new one's here to here. This is so annoying. Didn't NQ wake up high at market open? Did anyone get in on it? I did not. I don't start trading until 8:35. So market open is here. We wicked up there, came down, and then we broke that there, and I think that's the high that the market has been today. Yeah. I almost want to shut it down myself, but I want to see if at some point in the next hour we'll get some kind of opportunity for me to at least get close to being break even. Now I'm just mad that I even chanced it. It is crazy because I just said on the phone earlier, like, oh, I didn't have any trades in the first 25 minutes, so I highly doubt it's going to be a day where like I have a whole lot of trades that I need to even journal and stuff today, because I have errands that I need to run. And yeah, the market's been nothing. But on the other hand, I'm grateful though, because the trades that have set up at my half trends that I didn't take, most of them lost. So my strategy is keeping me out of the losses. So I'm grateful for that. That means that I've done my due diligence. Because again, the loss that I did take, I don't normally take that. Was a chance being impatient. Like, oh, well, here's the second setup. Here's the second setup. Let's see. Even though I don't normally do this, but I've been seeing it work out from time to time recently. So this is so boring. Nasdaq wine. Explain to me why. Let me make sure my controller is ready to be picked up. Oh, yes, it is. This controller I have is ass cheeks. I'm at 10 to 8. Have the break again, but let's see if we'll actually break. The market has just been breaking slightly and then rejecting. Breaking slightly, then reject. That is the pattern for the day. $2,600 day. Nice. Congrats, Chester. Congrats. Okay, back in the green, close out for 63.68 in profit, taking trades in the new. Ooh, you were saved. Nice. Definitely a good idea to get out because you did not even follow your rules. Nice, Chester. You must like really choppy markets. Because this market has done nothing. I was able to request another 2250. Ooh. Oh, I love it. 10,000 approved payouts. Congratulations, Chanel. I want to be like you when I grow up. Nice. I'm really curious to see if some of these changes end up rolling out in the next 2 weeks. Like, or next few weeks. I think he said 2. Like Nutty said, because if it is, especially with the way that the payouts have gotten a lot faster, not only are people getting approved faster, but the money's hitting their accounts faster, I'm gonna feel like this was the best time for me to finally start trading my PAs, because that's the biggest thing I was worried about. Like, now I gotta deal with this payout crap. I don't know. I don't really have an interest in trading more than 2 prop firms. I feel like those 2 are probably going to be the best 2 options for me, but we'll see. The biggest thing for me is, like, if I had a strategy where I'm able to easily do this on Quantower or something, obviously I would just switch and trade multiple props, you know, and build over time. But unfortunately, that's not my life. So with me having everything I need in NinjaTrader, I have to stay in NinjaTrader. So I'm kind of stuck with trading just a few props, and that's just kind of it. All right, we're trying to actually, I guess, continue pushing down. Let's see how long this lasts. Range bars 50. I know a few people that trade with range bars. Wish I can get those type of payouts twice a month though. I feel you. We want more. No, Chester, she means are you in a funded account? Are you in evals? $2,600 is a very nice day. I am so glad I went back and I revamped this trade, the one where we're in a downtrend, it's a sell, like my minor trend showing a downtrend, but I try to get in for the buy before it switches to a buy. So glad I revamped that because this would have been a loss right here. So I basically revamped it to where there's a difference between my parameters when we are counter trend, which is obviously what this would be, and if we are not counter trend. So like if it was, let's say that this color was green and we were going for the sell here, and you can see my bias is a sell because the background's red, I would trade those different than I trade this one. So what I'm looking for order flow wise is the same. However, when I'm counter trend, there are certain things that need to happen. Like we have to trade either, we need support from like a level, whether it's VWAP, doesn't really matter. So the entry bar has to touch either a level, or this previous bar down would need to be a trap, and then we fail the trap and continue up. So like I said, I revamped that this weekend. I think it was this weekend, or maybe it was after. No, it wasn't this weekend. It was Wednesday. I revamped it. Because just out of nowhere, the last 2 weeks, it just started losing way too often. So I was like, all right, well, obviously there's something that needs to be fixed. And I found out what the variable was, which was cool. I had way more than enough data, and we figured that out pretty quickly. Never, not enough money for me. Okay, 10.1 there. 9 to 5 kicking my ass today. Oh no, Apple Jacks. Oh, you're trading in a personal account? I feel you, Chester. Honestly, most people here, if they're not trading a personal account, their goal is to get back into a personal account. I don't have a problem with prop firms. Somebody asked me on Discord yesterday, like, oh shoot, I forgot to respond again. But he asked me like what I thought about having live accounts with prop firms, and he was like, he's heard bad things about it. And I'm like, well, I haven't necessarily heard bad things about it. However, I would never go live with a prop firm. Why declare myself as a professional and pay $100+ per month per exchange when I could just be a non-professional and trade my personal account for $4 a month per exchange? Like, and then sharing a part of my profits. Why? You know, and you have some people that are like, oh, well, a live account has benefits, like you could withdraw daily, you could do that in a personal account. But I think that people who that's the only things that they think about when it comes to a live account with a prop firm, those people I feel like have probably never traded a personal account, or maybe never been profitable in a personal account. Because for me, I'm all about keeping my money. Like Chester said, why am I giving you a percentage for what? So yeah, I would never go live with the prop. And that's the other reason why I hope Apex gets their shit together, because we all know that with Apex, it takes a long time for them to ask you to go live. Like, you have to basically make $1 million. I don't think I've seen anybody be asked to go live before withdrawing $1 million. Whereas other companies, once you make $10,000 in this particular eval, you're live. Like, they force you to. Well, with any company, when they ask you to go live, if you decline, you could just withdraw your money and just take it where you want to go. And even if you do accept it, they give you the opportunity to withdraw money first, and whatever other balance you have in your accounts, that is what they put into your live account with them. So why not just take it all and go? The whole value of prop firms is leverage. It's so much easier to take a little bit of money and be able to get into a PA and get payouts and things like that, versus putting 2,500 real dollars in a live account right off the bat. Everybody isn't blessed to be able to do that. So to be able to take a couple of dollars, get the eval, pass it, go into PA, and get a $2,500 account, basically, if you have a 50K, obviously, and be able to withdraw $2,000 every 2 weeks. Granted, you make the profit target. That is so valuable for, it's like the lower cost of entry that a lot of people need. But aside from that, I feel like everyone's goal should be to get back into a personal account, because I don't give a damn if you negotiate 5% with me. That 5% can go towards a trip or just anything. I would rather, like, if there was a prop firm where when you went live with them, which again, I still wouldn't do it from the standpoint of professional data fees, but instead of giving you a percentage, they just copy your trades and you get to keep 100%. I would much rather that. But again, I'm not paying for professional data fees when I don't have to. I do not miss 9 to 5. Chanel, I don't either. Even though mine was like an abrupt exit, and the backup plan, not necessarily backup plan, but what I was doing at the time for money, I decided I don't want to do that shit either. I do not miss it at all. Like, I don't. I do miss the last job that I had because it was so easy. But I don't miss having to answer to someone else. Let me go back. I think the divergence indicator is not working well in gold. It's weird. I will back test it this weekend. Oh yeah, let me know. Let me know. Got 2 projects trying to have all of my attention. I'm like, dude, I got other shit to do. Applejack said, leave me alone. Don't talk to me until after 12, after lunchtime. Yes, leverage is key. Like, I told y'all, when my best friend first told me about prop firms, I was like, I'm not trading nobody else's money. No. But I was thinking from a standpoint of like, I would feel so bad if I lost their money. But I didn't understand like that retail at the time. I didn't understand that retail props were totally different than traditional prop firms. So once I like understood, I was like, oh, we can go ahead and do that. But yeah, you could just, the leverage is insane. And for me personally, I know there's a lot of hype and I wouldn't even call it hype. There's just a lot of excitement around the straight to funded. But for me personally, there's no value there for me. Like, even though my strategy is pretty much set at this point and I feel pretty confident in the long-term sustainability of my strategy and all of that, I don't have a problem with evals at all. Even if there was still I have to take 5 days, it would, or 7 days, it actually would not bother me. Um, because like I was explaining to someone, I think it was yesterday, I'm like, the straight to fund it, in my opinion, most people who are trying to take advantage of it probably shouldn't be. Um, because there are a lot of people who don't even have strategies with edge. And when you pay hundreds of dollars for a straight to funded account and then you lose that account because you go on tilt, you still don't have the psychological aspect of trading down packed, right? So you lose the account, either whether your strategy's not ready or yet, you go on tilt, whatever. Being out that much money is crazy. When for that same amount of money, you could have spent on multiple evals, multiple PAs, whatever. So it's just not attractive to me personally. Like, it's just not. And I also think that, you have a lot of people who, we talk about this sometimes, where they don't trade their evals how they would PAs. They over leverage, they YOLO, they hedge, they trade news, whatever. So a lot of people have developed these really, really bad habits, right? And they get used to seeing the really big numbers from their bad habits. And sometimes that is what causes them to go on tilt in their PA, because the little bit that they're making now that they're not over leveraging is not enough. And then they start over leveraging, or they go on tilt because their strategy is just not having a great day that day. Like, there's just so many components. And I just think that there's a lot of people who are taking advantage of some of the more expensive options that are kind of screwing themselves from a financial aspect. And then at the end of the day, like, their wait time right now with Fast Track, as far as payouts go, is insane. Like, and I get it, they're a growing company, they're going through growing pains, but if I'm going to spend all this money to go straight to fund it, I don't want to wait a week and a half to get approved for my payout. What do you mean? I want my money right now. I'm going to wait that time. And then, like I said a couple of days ago or last week, people have selective memory. The things that you're dealing with is the same shit y'all complained about with Apex. So I'm confuzzled. I'm confused. I don't get it. But I am looking forward to trading with Top Step. I definitely am. Especially because it's just like simplicity. Simplicity in the rules, simplicity in the payout process and things like that. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Hopefully next week the market is a lot better to where, I can quickly hit the daily profit goal on the PA with Apex, switch over to my Top Step combine and just get that done so I can start trading the funded accounts there. So that's what I'm mainly looking forward to. It sucks that I basically just lost a whole week this week, but it's all good. What do you know about registering as a CTA or CPO? That's where the money is. I have no idea. No idea. Top Step rules. I don't know. Saw the fireman again this morning. Girl, talk to him. If you ain't see a ring, he's single. Exactly. That's why she can't get those projects completed. She thinking about that fine man she saw again this morning. Applejacks, please. But yeah, Top Step rules, I'm gonna look into that. CTA or CPO? Where's my pen? Like the slow, choppy churn. For this to be a 15-second chart, and it to be this choppy moves, like, how the fuck am I supposed to trade this? I don't. Oh, that's a 5-minute chart. Where's the open? Oh. So after this little push there, just okay. Oh, that's a 15-minute, my bad. Oh, a 5-minute looks terrible. Well, besides this little breakout here. I can't even type right. Oh my gosh. All right, so just have to continue sitting on my hands. I mean, this market is literally just not doing anything. Let's see how we react. This is the major support level. Did we even trade at the... No, we didn't. The only thing I've seen us do was trade at the pivot level. Like the majority of the first probably 30 minutes of the session today, most of the trades were at the middle pivot level, which I don't trade at. We didn't really trade much above it, I don't think. Let's see, 20, where is it at? 60.5. Yeah. So we've been trading under the middle pivot level this entire time. And now we've reached the major support level. Okay. Like, this is nasty work. What's my Discord? I don't have one. Not at the moment. But if you mean my Discord name, it's just Keamber Trades. You should be able to find me by just putting that in. But yeah, I don't have a Discord channel yet. I am going to create one at some point. I don't want to say the word soon because it might not be that soon. But I have not been wanting to create one. I did not want to create one at all, but people have been asking me, so I am going to do it at some point. I just wanted to kind of make sure that I would have the time. Like, I'm one of those people where I don't want to do something and not have the time or energy to participate. Like, yeah, so because my focus has been finalizing my strategy, which is now pretty much finalized, I now have the time to be able to devote to it. Because when I tell you back testing, looking over trades, weeks of data, months of data, like that takes a lot out of you. And at that point, your social battery is zero. Because my social battery has been zero for months. Like, aside from talking to you guys on stream, y'all notice I'm not really that active in Discord. Even before they shut the Apex Discord down, I wasn't that active. So now I have the time and the energy, so I'll probably create one soon. We'll see though. As long as y'all know, every Wednesday I ain't gonna be around. Cause baby, that jury duty's gonna take everything out of me. And my social battery, for real, when I tell y'all Wednesday my social battery was 0. I came home, I ate, told my grandma and my mom how much, like what parts of it I just did not enjoy. I showered because I was like, we're almost close to my walking time, my little daily mile walk. Do I really want to go? Nope. I got in that shower and I slept till 11:30 p.m. I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to do anything. All right, we're below the major support level. The next support level is not until it's way down there, like 778. So that gives us room to do things. However, you guys know I don't trade near the new highs and lows. So we're kind of stuck in this moment until we start kind of trading up here. Could probably put it right here actually. So I just really want to see bounces off of the new low, trade somewhere up in here. Let me get a little quick 1-2 and then you can go do what you want to do, because I only have 30 minutes left. So it's very annoying to literally have to sit on my hands for an hour. And what have I been on the market? An hour and a half, hour 45 minutes, somewhere around there. Pretty annoying. And I'm eventually going to figure out how to trade at the session lows and high. I'm gonna figure it out. The pullbacks, going back towards it, I'm going to figure it out. Trust you me. Now that I don't have to focus so much on like just all the regular setups that are just normal, I'm going to definitely figure it out. Mark my word. It might take me a couple weeks because I really don't want to go back and have to back test things and all of that. I just want to collect data on a daily basis and kind of go from there. But I'm gonna figure it out. I have a feeling that I kind of know already, but I'm not all the way sure. Not all the way sure. And now we just free fall. We've literally been chopping all day. Slow churn chop. I need more water. It is hot in here today. Is that a trap? No. That's not where I want to trade. Alright, I want to draw a couple levels real quick. Alrighty. That's a pretty big push off the low. Which is crazy because that followed my rules to the T, but it's Friday. So I might actually go back to all the data that I have with counter trend divergence at the session low or high. I might go back and see if, now that I've adjusted a few things, mainly with this one for real, but now that I've adjusted a few things, I wonder if the trade will work out now, because this set up perfectly. There was an attempt to trap the buyers here, but the delta of this bar was significantly more than this one. So even though we're in the downtrend and the sellers are actually, you know, in control in this downtrend, the buyers took back over. And that's typically what I look for in this particular example of the counter trend divergence. And I mean, that was a perfect push up. Literally perfect. So I'm wondering if, now that I've made a few adjustments, if I can go back and make that work on Fridays. We'll see. We'll see. I've just been paying a lot of attention to how the order flow is kind of moving with the previous reversal bar and my entry bar, like that combination of the two. Sometimes it's good to take the trade after a trap. Sometimes if the previous bar was a trap, you need this current bar, the entry bar, to be a trap as well. Like, I've been paying a lot of attention to the correlations now that I don't have to pay attention to the actual setups anymore. But it's especially important for counter trend trades. It's especially important for counter trend trades. And the like minor pullbacks too. Did I lock that? I did. Okay. 3.7. Nope. I mean, that was a 240 tick move from the bottom here to the top there. And literally the order flow told me it was coming, but I just couldn't take it because it's Friday. So I'll probably look over that this weekend too. Interested to see how we react off the VWAP, if we push up or we just do nothing. Just having a hard time. There's like, oh, there we go. There was like 700 volume in that candle. It was trying. Alright, so we are at a level, so I can take the sell if it sets up. As long as, if we push up here, we just can't come back and touch 904.50. If we push up here and we reverse back down, could possibly be looking for a sell. The only problem is I would want us to push up far enough. Well, not that far. All right, I just wanted to make sure the entry bar would be far enough away from our zone there, which it is, but that trade's not going to work out properly. 77, because we can't do. And now we've pushed up too far, which is cool. Let's see if we break back through the support level and try to just continue heading up from here. What a reversal. That buys valid. Top step looking long. ES here. Good morning, Bond. How are you this morning? Good morning. I'm looking to go long as well, just not in this reversal bar. I'm more so looking for the, like, if we push up here and come back down, I'll be looking for that next pullback. Just not, this pullback is invalid for me. So let's see how we react. I'm hoping that we push up a little bit and kind of like rotate over the major support level right there, kind of use it as support and just push, but we'll see. We will see. That's not what I want. Yeah, that's not it. 65. All right, this is kind of it. The only problem is we're starting with a lower low and I haven't defined my rules for that particular pullback. So I won't be able to take this particular pullback. I was hoping we just created another higher low, or even, well, not a double top. I definitely didn't want double bottom. I didn't want it to start with a double bottom, but I also didn't want it to start with a lower low either. So that's another thing I'm going to try to start working on this weekend. So I kind of got like 3 things. Working on these particular pullbacks, which I call my alternate pullbacks because we started with a lower low. So working on that, and then those other 2 little things. And that's really it. 14. We got 15 minutes left in my session, at least. Who you said was racist again? The owner of Fast Track is a racist. He tried to justify calling somebody a nigga by saying, so the person supposedly came to his house, supposedly, and he shows screenshots of the text messages where the person was like, I got attorneys, we're gonna make sure that, you know, every processor you use is shut down, like that kind of thing. And my thing is, if the person's threatening your family, so he's tried to say that he said that to try to get him to come to his house again or whatever, like try to provoke him basically. But you just said that basically because that person was threatening you and your family, like your family's safety, that's why you called him a nigga. So why would you then try to provoke him to come back to your house then? And then at the end of the day, I don't give a damn. You're white. You shouldn't be saying it. But the text messages show that when the person said something about attorneys, he was like, attorneys don't take EBT or food stamps, nigga. What? You're racist. It's not, I mean, it is your use of the word, because what the fuck? But it's also the fact that you've correlated food stamps and EBT with niggas, with black people, when over 40, I think it's like 45% of welfare recipients are the same color as you, sir. Number 2 is Hispanics. Number 3 is black people at 20 something percent, literally almost half of your race. So yeah, I would never be a customer there for that very reason. And then the person texted him back and said, I'm white. Look at that. But yeah, I don't care how many people say, well, I'm here to make money. That doesn't, I don't care about that. Okay. All right. That's you. I've seen a couple of black people say that, but most of the people that have said that are people who are not people of color, who it does not affect, you know? Which is cool. Like, it's cool. You're here to make money. I get it. But let me tell you something. A person that is that unhinged ain't just gonna be unhinged because he thinks somebody is black. Okay? He doxed the customer, which actually wasn't even the person that came to his house. He thought it was. So he's doxed people. To me, if you could dox one person, you can dox anybody. And you as the CEO, that's completely unacceptable that you would use somebody's private information and put that information out. Even if that was the person who came to your house and it happened to be a customer of yours, that is not for you to put their information online. It's not. It's not. But yeah, him. Yeah, he's full of shit. Like, I would never, when I tell you never, I don't care how much those people pay out. I don't care if they become the #1 prop firm. I would never be a customer there because there's literally no excuse. And then he got on, if you guys look up volatility trading, one of his videos recently, you'll see in the title, it'll say something about FTT CEO. I'm pretty sure, because I watched it the other day. He has the audio of that man coming on to, I don't know if it was a webinar, I don't really know, but he literally via voice admitted to it and still was trying to justify. It was like, but if I've offended anyone, I hate the if I've offended anyone. You know goddamn well you've offended people. And at the end of the day, it's no excuse. Now, if, like I told Amelia, if you already had accounts there, hell no, I wouldn't give my accounts up. Absolutely not. Milk them, but I wouldn't put any additional money into that company. I wouldn't buy any new accounts. Hell no. But I ain't gonna cancel my accounts either. Like, you shouldn't put yourself in the red, you know, because of that. Like, hell no, milk them motherfuckers. But I would never. Nope. I wouldn't. And I look at any black person that knows that information and trades with them and is okay with it because I'm here to make money. I look at you crazy. Because what? There's money everywhere. How many like, this is not the only prop firm that's available. Like, what are we talking about here? There's too many prop firms you can make money with to sit there and dismiss what he has done and said for the opportunity to make some more money somewhere. Get the fuck on. Please. Let's not. Let's please. Let's not do that. I'm about to show y'all the damn. Hold on. I'll show you guys the thumbnail of the video you would want to go look at from Volatility Trading, so you know which video it is. You can hear the audio for yourself. It is this one. Yeah, go watch that one. You'll hear the audio. He's unhinged. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Sounds like valid lawsuits is kind of, absolutely. I missed it. What group is this, Key? That is the Fast Track Trading, that company, their CEO. Oh, we got some kind of breakout. I have 10 minutes to trade. Let's see if I can get something in. Hopefully it's a win. Hopefully. But yeah, Fast Track. Again, you could trade where you want. That's your business. But just don't ever expect for me to be a customer there. It would never happen. Ever. Because the white CEO think I'm a nigga. All right, that has worked. 59. No, don't reject there. Pull down. I knew it. I knew it. All right, I gotta look for the next pullback. That one wasn't so nice. Except that's gonna be a weak level no matter what. So I gotta keep that in mind. I don't know who this man is, but I joined their Discord. As soon as I heard about that, I left that motherfucker quick. Yeah, because who wants to deal with that? You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like when I was dealing with the racist Apex mod who swore up and down he was not racist. I told the rest of them, as a black person, I have to deal with racism enough in real life. I'm not going to deal with that over the internet. I'm just not. And no matter how much he tried to justify and say he was not a racist, he was. And I don't give a damn what anybody says. He was. I had all the proof in the world. Because he is very similar. His thought process is very similar to the FTT CEO. He said, oh no. Discord and social media is not a place for super racist things like that. Only in the car on the highway with the windows up. Bitch, what? And I got the screenshots. Don't play with me. And then months later, accuses a black woman employee of Apex of being the person who was responding to people on Trustpilot with a whole bunch of spelling and grammatical errors and everything like that. Why would you choose her out of everybody? She's a new employee. Why would she even have access to respond to people on Trustpilot? And just show luck, it was actually Daryl Martin who was the person responding. Now how dumb do you look? That wasn't racist. Yes, it was. And when you accused her, you posted the gif of the one dude, I forget his name, Anthony, whatever. It's the, is you dumb? You is really dumb. The dude with the buck teeth and the bandana or whatever. This was from years and years ago. Yeah, you're racist. You can say whatever you want to. You racist too. He tried to justify his shit too. You can close it, keep it for yourself. Nope. I left that private chat so fast. Out. Don't add me back. Don't. Oh, let me get my blood pressure down. Cause baby, listen, I've been going to war. You hear me? These people. Probably trying to justify signing up. Like, but was it with the week? Like, what does it matter? That bothers me. Why does it matter if there's an ER or an A on the end of it? The man shouldn't be saying it. And then for you to say it publicly, like, People are crazy. He still wants to be a though. Be no more soon. What mod was that? The one that y'all didn't like, Prodigy? It was him. The one that nobody liked. And when I say nobody, I mean nobody. He would post screenshots here and there of people saying thank you to him. You helped me so much. 99.999% of the people did not like him. But yeah, it was him. I calmly said, why would you think that the only black female employee that you've seen in here that writes with such poise, very rarely has grammatical, punctuation, or spelling errors in her messages, why would you think she was the one who responded that way on Trustpilot? He never responded. So then I added some other stuff. He tried to justify and say he wasn't a racist, and I went right on up out of there. And I told the rest of them, because they immediately, like 4 of them, messaged me, hey, why did you leave? Because I'm not dealing with no racist shit online when I don't have to. I'm not. Oh yeah, baby, I got all the screenshots. Don't play with me. Don't. Got a punk ass neighbor together a while ago. Cause like, why? Why? Most black people don't bother nobody. Why do we have to deal with certain stuff? Like, bro, nobody wants to deal with that in a space that you don't even have to deal with it in. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. I've had to deal with that in my workplace before. I don't know. Did I ever tell you guys about like when I was working at the state hospital and I had a patient who was a younger Caucasian female who liked to go by male pronouns, call me a nigger bitch, punch out the med window. It almost hit me. And literally for that split second, I forgot I was at work. Like when that window went flying past my head, I got up and started, and when I walked and I hit the wall and saw there was, I came back to, shit girl, you at work. And the crazy thing is, she was upset about some shit that I had just got there. But, you know, afterwards, I remember he, whatever, wanted to come apologize and was like in line, in the midline. And I was like, why are they in my line? And so the other nurse was like, well, they want to apologize to you. Ain't no fucking apology. Get out of my line. You can go give the meds. Get out of my line. But I heard her, he, them, whatever. I heard them in a line saying to another patient, like, I don't like to be called her. I want to be called he. You think I want to be called a nigga bitch? And ER at the end of it. You feel me? Like, and so for a while, I told my job, like, look, I'm not a fucking robot. I ain't going back over there for a while because I had to explain to my job, y'all don't know us outside of here. You have no idea what we deal with on a daily basis. You have no idea what our real lives are like. You know what I'm saying? So you can't expect for me to be a robot and just go right back over onto that unit. I don't have to be over on that unit, so don't put me over there. Right? I'm not a robot. I have emotions. I have feelings. I have experiences that you guys have no idea about. So to deal with that kind of stuff, baby, get me the fuck up out of here. You don't want those problems. Please get me out of here. Pronto. But yeah, and I just did not, I ain't go back over there for a nice little minute. Like, I don't and I won't. That was my thought process. I'm not doing that. 75. Fuck. We got less than a minute. Are you really gonna do that? Well, we were setting up for a trap, which is what I wanted. But we got 30 seconds left. Damn it. Oh wait, it could still work out, but I highly doubt that's gonna work. We can't trap now. But the delta has to be over. Yeah, and now we're done. Finally get some movement and I'm done already. But anyway, yeah, I've dealt with a lot, you guys. A lot, okay? Little egos and intimidations from real intelligent women. Exactly. You're long 5740. Oh yeah, you trade ES. Oh baby, oh look at that. Girl, I keep your apologies. Exactly. Bond, how did it work out? I'm pretty sure you probably won, right? I need a drink. Buys a Sprite. Ma'am, what kind of drink is that? I thought you was talking about a real drink. All right, guys, the session is over. Unfortunately, I only had 2 trades. Well, I only took one because one of them we didn't even get filled. So no, that's not it. This is the one. So I guess I did have 3 trades, but I couldn't take it. It was too close to that red line right there that I would have had to break even at. So the first trade was here. No fill. We shot straight down. One of these bars, it came like literally 1 tick from hitting where my entry would have been, but it just fell. And then this was the trade that I took that I shouldn't have taken. That was super iffy. We pushed off of the buy rotation level, and there was significantly more volume in this swing than that one, letting me know that, you know, we're trying to go for an uptrend. And so, like I said earlier in the stream, most of the time, if I'm going to take a sell, going back to the sell rotation level, the volume of the swing, the last swing before my entry down, needs to be less than the volume in this one, because that lets me know that the buyers have not taken control yet. But in this instance, the buyers took over. There's way more volume here. And so I used to always have a rule that when this happened, I don't take the trade. But like I said earlier, recently, it's kind of been working out sometimes here and there. So I was like, okay, let's chance it. There has not been any trades in the first 30 minutes. So we'll just chance it. And you see, I shouldn't have chanced shit because it lost. However, my leader account was a break even. The PA account, of course, is the one that actually lost. So going into next week, I'm still going to be trading the same way. Today wasn't even a bother, honestly, because really I should have just been flat. I shouldn't have had any trades today at all. So that being red a little bit is not really a bother, especially when this was a chance trade. You know what I mean? I was thinking about next week making the PA my leader account. However, the only problem is when you're working with, let me take the screenshot of the accounts. When you're working with the risk manager product, let's see. The problem is if I do this, when this reaches the daily goal or loss target, it's going to automatically take me out of whatever trade I'm currently in, which is fine, but then it's going to take me out of the followers as well, and I don't really want to do that. And then what's going to happen is, you guys know, like once I hit either one of these numbers, that's when I'm going to end up switching to my Top Step account. So then I would have to change all my charts over to be a whole different account, because now this account won't be there. So I don't really want to have to deal with that. I'm just going to keep it the way that it is, and hopefully next week we get a much better market, because I have 8 trading days to try to get to payout in this account. I'm only a little bit negative. I was up like $21 on it when I started today's session, so It sucks that the chance trade made me negative for the week, my first week in it, but that's not much, so I'm not really too bothered. But yeah, you guys have a great weekend as well. But yeah, so that's where we're at. A little bit of studying to do this weekend, not much, mainly just adding another setup in 4 days like today, because those first wicks off of the buy and sell rotation levels today were working out so perfectly, and they've been working out perfectly this whole entire week. So I would like to see if I can figure out how, like, what order flow pattern I need to look for in those particular trades, so I can just add that. I'm pretty sure the rules are going to be so sweet and simple that it's so easy for me to remember, and it won't be hard for me to add that in. So I'll let you guys know Monday if I found the pattern for that, as well as my alternate pullbacks, and we'll just kind of go from there. But I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, even though the market was really slow and choppy and we could not trade. But I thank you guys for tuning in. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I'll see you guys bright and early Monday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. And I'll see you guys Monday. Bye.